Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to a very, very, very special edition of the First Family of Las Vegas's daily free-run show, brought to you by the best websites on the planet, Sports Memo and WagerTalk, your one-stop shops, guys. We've got a great show. Let me bring on this amazing panel. Jesse Schule, Tokyo Brandon, Rocky Atkinson, Tony Mejia. Let me start with the tropical located Jesse Schule. Jesse, how are you today?
I am feeling great. I woke up on the right side of the bed this morning.
Well, I'm just glad that you woke up this morning. I'll be honest with you. I love you, Jesse. It's great to be here with you today. My good friend Tokyo Brandon, how you doing today, buddy?
What's up? Doing pretty good. It's snowing in Tokyo, but it's warm in my room, so we're doing all right.
Great stuff. We're happy to be here with you today. One of my oldest and dearest friends on the planet, Rocky Atkinson. Rocky, how are you today, buddy?
I'm doing good, Joe. Glad to be back with you guys this week.
I'm glad to have you back. And one of my favorite people. I get to see him every once in a while. We both wrote columns for a very esteemed publication, The Gaming Today, for several years. My dear friend, Tony Mejia. How are you, Tony?
What's going on, Joey? Doing good. Just plugging away, and it's going to be a busy weekend with all the college hoops tomorrow and NBA tonight, tomorrow, college basketball tonight too, and then obviously Super Bowl Sunday. So looking forward to a huge weekend, and happy to be here with you guys to kick it off.
We are happy to have you here, my friend. By the way, he said he's plugging away. We ran into a friend of ours last week on the strip who is a very famous adult film star. I said, how you doing? He said, plugging away. We got the joke, started laughing our ass off. He didn't get what he was saying. Having said that, guys, we've got a couple of quick announcements. Dionne has 3 wonderful discounts she wants to tell you about. We're going to get into free plays in order for you to get out of here and take advantage of the free content. First of all, guys, this is the final show for the First Family on Sports Memo TV network. We are not going anywhere. I want you to know, you guys out there, you viewers, you have made the First Family show the most popular, most successful, most viewed, and longest running TV show on the Sports Memo TV brand. And we couldn't I'm getting choked. We couldn't have done it without any of you guys out there, guys. You guys have viewed and put up with me ranting, raving, long-winded, my quips, my jokes, my tongue-in-cheek, dirty jokes. I appreciate all of you that made this the most successful show in the history of Sports Memo TV. Now, Dionne and I are not going anywhere. We will be a part of the Sports Memo family. Let me tell you right now, they don't know how they know how we are because they love us. They accept us. They accept me with all my faults. They love Dionne because she's wonderful. But they know that we're not going anywhere. This is like a mob family for us. You know, we're blood in, we're blood out. We're not going anywhere. This is our home. Sports Memo and WagerTalk is our home. We are going nowhere. You're going to be able to find Dionne and myself over at Sports Memo and WagerTalk for years to come. As a matter of fact, we are really looking forward to taking the brands to another level. You know, I think in the last year we did a lot of great work, great content. We got the subscribers on Sports Memo TV up to just under 6,000, 5,950. Sales are up, viewership is up. We got so many great people. But Dionne and I, we want to say thank you to all you viewers, guys. We're going to tell you where you can find us starting Monday. We're going to tell you all about the show in a minute. But we want to thank you, all you guys. I want to thank all the panelists, the guys you see here. Jesse, Brandon, Rocky, Tony, all the great guys over at WagerTalk and Sports Memo that have contributed to the show the last year and made it the successful hit that it is. I also want to throw a big shout out to the powers that be at WagerTalk and Sports Memo, the bosses, the owners. Now, everybody over there is wonderful. Johnny Detroit, he's kind of our patron over here at Sports Memo. And it was because of him that we took this show, that we got this show. And you know, like I said, once I got in, they can't get rid of me. So thanks, Johnny. And to everybody in the best office in this business. You know, you can have all the talent in the world as a baseball team, but unless you got a good front office and good management, you ain't going to win jack shit. And we have the best front office, our owners, and we got the best management team. And our management team, guys, is our Detroit office. Chris, Missy, Mel, Kyle, M2,
Lexi,
Kaylin. Guys, we want to thank you for everything you've done, putting up with me with my early morning Slack messages about the show at 1 a.m. we just want to say thank you. So having said all that, guys, you're going to see in the comments, you're going to see a link to go to where you can find the First Family Show. It's at 1ST Family, First Family Show, right? At 1ST Family of Vegas on YouTube. You'll see a link down there. Click it. Next week, we are going to give away tons of Super Bowl swag. I'm going to be giving away autographed footballs. I'll be giving away Super Bowl shirts and hats because most of you can't make it to the Super Bowl. For anybody that subscribes, but we need the subscribers now. We want to start next week at least triple digits, and we're way off right now. Having said that, guys, Dionne's got some discounts. Take it away, baby.
Yeah, so we still have that discount going on over at Sports Memo and WagerTalk, where you can get Super Bowl to Super Bowl all access for just $11.99. That comes down to less than $100 a month, and that does disappear in a couple of days, so you better hop on it before it goes away. We also do have an amazing discount for myself and Joe right now, where you can get a 7-day all sports, all access for just $49. All you have to do is use code BOWL7 upon checkout, and that gets you 7 days, all sports, $49. And our good buddy Brandon also does have a nice promo going on right now, where you can get his World Baseball Classic all access, the 12 days of it for just $55. All you have to do is use code WBC55 upon checkout.
I did a typo when I put that in. My apologies. I'll fix that in a moment. But guys, having said that, we're going to get right into some free winners. I want to talk about my good buddy Tony Mejia. I love his name, guys. If you were a fighter, Tony, I wanted to be your personal announcer. Coming into the ring, fighting at super middleweight, the undisputed champion, Tony Mejia. Having said that, guys, Tony has some of the best numbers in the history of this business on one of the best websites in the history of this business, WagerTalk. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side. He's got a free best bet. Tony, the floor is yours.
Well, brother, I'd be very comfortably in the heavyweight division. I will not hesitate to say that. I'm tipping the scales at over 260 right now, so we'll see if I can trim that down. But definitely a heavyweight. And yeah, we're bringing the pain too with some of these plays. It's been a good 2023, but it could have been better because this past week has not been my best. Just a lot of missed shots from guys. I don't know if they had the trade deadline on their minds, but that certainly could have been the case. Guys in Utah really let me down. Jordan Clarkson's in a big slump. We did win yesterday's 4% play with Atlanta, despite Bogdan Bogdanovic going 2 for 11 from the field and 2 for 9 from 3, just missing wide open threes. And these are professionals. So it is kind of wild, but the trade deadline now finally behind us. You know, a lot of big moves, obviously Kevin Durant to Phoenix, and we'll see how that shakes out. Kyrie Irving joining forces with Luka Doncic in Dallas. The futures market has been turned up on its head with the Suns now the Western Conference favorite. Boston is the Eastern Conference and total favorite, but we're going to fade them tonight against the Charlotte Hornets. How's that for a segue? Because that is my free play for this evening. It is Charlotte plus 10 at Boston, at TD Garden. And Charlotte was not immune to trading some of its best players. It actually moved Mason Plumlee, who's had a really good season as their starting center, to the LA Clippers, who I thought quietly had an excellent trade deadline. He'll back up Ivica Zubac out there, but they're going to be missing him. They traded him for Reggie Jackson, who will not join the Charlotte Hornets. They will buy him out. And then Charlotte also has moved McDaniels up to Philadelphia. So they're out one of their best defenders. So why would we ride them tonight? Well, I kind of like the idea, especially since they played consecutive games last month, less than a month ago.
All right, guys. There he goes. Tony, your phone's
LaMelo
out
Ball
for a
really,
second. My apologies.
Okay.
There you go.
Cool, no worries. LaMelo Ball really played well. We also had Terry Rozier, former Celtic, played well. So Mark Williams will take over for Plumlee, and I think the Hornets will be competitive tonight. Most importantly, Marcus Smart out. Jaylen Brown out for a foreseeable future. Maybe even misses the All-Star game due to catching an elbow from Jason Tatum the other night in the win over Philly. And Jason Tatum is actually listed as questionable with an illness, so we'll see if he suits up. I think 10 points is too much. Give me the 10 points with the Charlotte Hornets tonight in Boston.
Tony Mejia, perennial leaderboard fixture at WagerTalk, says Charlotte Hornets are plus 10. He is a winner. You will be too. If you go to WagerTalk after the show, go follow Tony. Go look at his page, man. His numbers are outstanding. Tony, before you go, I want to ask you a question, please. You mentioned the trade deadlines. Biggest winner, biggest loser trade deadlines. Any comments?
Sure. I mean, the biggest winner I thought was Dallas because they really needed to pair Luka Doncic up with somebody, and even if Kyrie Irving doesn't work out, they cleared a ton of salary cap space, so they can sign a max player this summer. Just need to limit his usage. Doncic is a young man, but he doesn't need to be doing as much as he has been, and obviously Phoenix becomes a huge contender getting Kevin Durant. Biggest loser, I would say. I mean, maybe the Portland Trailblazers, because I think they're back into non-competitive mode. They traded Josh Hart to the New York Knicks. They traded Gary Payton the second back to the Golden State Warriors. So it looks like Damian Lillard's playoffs run, if he gets back there, is going to be a short one. Also, like what the Lakers did a ton. So and you can join me today, Wager Talk today at the top of next hour. So once this show is over, you can stay with Wager Talk TV and join us at Wager Talk today. We've got Ralph Michaels and Andy Land giving up Super Bowl stuff. I'll be giving out Super Bowl stuff. Steve Merrill and the esteemed Teddy Covers are hosting. I'm on with Jay Money later today. I'm on the college basketball show and the NBA show at 4:30 Eastern. So busy day for me, and I'll give out a different free play on every show. So there's incentive to watch. And I appreciate you, and I will follow you guys wherever you go. So rest assured, you can count on me to be part of.
Well, Tony, we love you. We appreciate you. You work harder than a rookie adult film star. You're one of the hardest working guys in the industry. We love you. Thank you. Now, guys, for those of you who love Tony, because I know you all love Tony, he'll be on the First Family Show next week. Don't worry about that. We are going to have a new time. We'll tell you about that at the end of the show today and on social media. Tony, we love you. Thank you for everything you've done for the show on Sports Memo TV. Good luck tonight. Good luck this weekend in the Super Bowl, buddy.
Appreciate you guys, fellas. Have a wonderful one. Dionne, thank you. Appreciate y'all. And enjoy the Super Bowl.
Thank you. You too.
Take care, Tony.
See ya.
Guys, Tony Mejia is a great capper over at Wager Talk, and numbers don't lie, and his numbers are some of the best I've ever seen. Go over to Wager Talk after the show. Go follow Tony. You'll follow him to the bank. And one of the guys with the most integrity you'll ever see in his business. Not the greatest week this week, but we'll turn it around this weekend. You got to love that. With the explosion of social media, everybody's on a 27-0 run. Listen, guys. I understand that. When I first met Dionne, I told her I was 5'8". All right, but I had hair. We all lie a little bit, but numbers don't lie, and you can't lie in this business. I'll tell you this. I could tell you guys. I know Rocky and we talked about this once before, a while back. Accidentally I inverted two numbers. So instead of going like I don't know what it was, 21-8, I put 28-1 by accident. He said, Joe, thank you. He actually told me years ago. He said, Joe, mistakes happen. But I went and I put a disclaimer on. I said, guys, it was my mistake. My apologies. But guys, I want you to know, while guys like Jesse, Tony, Brandon, Rocky, Dan, and myself can certainly win 13, 14, 15 in a row, people don't do that every friggin' week. So move slowly but tread lightly. You know what I'm saying? Move slowly and tread lightly. Having said that, my good friend Rocky Atkinson he's one of the winningest, the most successful NFL cappers in the history of sports betting. Let me tell you, he's been winning in sports betting since they started documenting records. And a lot of guys took off when they started documenting. Not Rocky Atkinson. He's done 70% for a season a couple of times. I know he was right around just under 60 for the season last time we spoke to him. And he was disappointed with that son of a gun. I got to tell you something. But Rocky just isn't great in NFL. He was great in college football, another great year. NBA, college basketball, you name it, he does it. MLB, one of the best cappers on the planet. And when it comes to NASCAR, if he told me today was Halloween, I'd throw my calendar out because I would go with whatever Rocky says when it comes to NASCAR. He's one of the most successful, most popular documented winners in the history of this business. He's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what to expect from him at Sports Memo. He's got a free best bet. Rocky, take it away.
Thank you, Joe. That was pretty good there. I appreciate that introduction there. As far as what I've been doing, I'm 107-73. That's like 59.4%. My last, 180 NBA plays. That's going back a couple years. College basketball has been really good here lately. I'm 9-1, 90% my last 10, and I'm 21-6 my last 27 overall picks in all sports. I do have a college basketball play of the day loaded here for Friday evening. It's up at Sports Memo right now. You can get it. Like I said, 9-1, 90% my last 10 college basketball. Looking for another big weekend there. Let's get on to our free play here for the show. I'm looking at New Mexico Air Force game. And if you look at the records, New Mexico 19-5 straight up overall this year. Air Force 12-13 straight up overall. That's going to tell you New Mexico is the better team here. However, Air Force not too great at home. They're 9-7 straight up at home this year, but they only allow 64.2 points per game. They're ranked 14th in the nation in defending the 3-point shot. I mentioned that last week as I took Air Force against Boise, I think, on the show last week. This Air Force team, they distribute the ball around nicely. Jake Heidbreder leads Air Force in scoring. He averages 14 points per game. Rydas Petratus averages 9.8 points per game, and he leads the team in rebounds, 5.6 rebounds per game this season. Ethan Taylor averages 8 points per game. Camden Vanderswag averages 7.8 points per game. Corbin Green, 7.3 points per game. Both of them coming off the bench for Air Force. I think this Air Force team is going to try to slow this game down some, and they should keep it close at the end. A few trends here for this game. New Mexico 1-4 against the spread the last 5 games overall. They're 2-6 against the spread the last 8 games after a straight-up loss. Air Force 13-6 against the spread the last 19 games overall. Air Force is 4-1 against the spread last 5 games after a double-digit straight-up loss at home. And the underdog, 5-2 against spread last 7 meetings in this series. Looks like 88% of the public is on New Mexico here, and why wouldn't they be, looking at the records and the numbers? But I'm going to gladly go the other way here. I'm going to recommend playing the home dog here. Take Air Force plus the points on Friday night.
Rocky A, the Southern Assassin, Mr. Rocky Atkinson says, that defense on Air Force, way too much to give that team. He's going to fade the general public. Guys, you fade the general public, you're going to make money. You're going to make even more if you follow Rocky on a regular basis. Now, guys, Rocky's got to take off, but I do want to tell you this. 59 point whatever % he said in NFL. I'm going to tell you this. I will make it an out price. He hits 60% after the Super Bowl. I promise you that. I know Rocky. He ain't going to rest until he gets that 60+%. I know he's going to win this weekend. He is a perfect capper for you to follow over at Sports Memo right now. Go buy him Super Bowl to Super Bowl. Whether you bet $550 or $5,000 a game, he will bring you an immediate, intermediate, and a long-term return on your investment. Guys, I'll tell you right now, I know he'll finish up NFL 60% or better. I know he had a great college football. I know he does great in college and pro basketball. I mean, college, he really kills it, man. He knows colleges that, like, I'll tell you what. But when it comes to baseball, one of the best I've ever worked with, and baseball, a lot of people feel is one of the toughest to pick. And when it comes to NASCAR, he's the best I've ever seen, period. So listen to me. From end zone to end zone, you get Rocky for 12 full months. You'll be making money. Plus, I got to tell you, you'll just love working with him. His write-ups, his analysis, his breakdowns. And you know what? On those rare days he ain't great, he comes out and says, you know, I didn't have a good day yesterday, but I'll do that today. And he's one of them guys. He always reminds me of like Joe Montana.
Yeah.
Softer spoken, but he's on his own 4-yard line with 57 seconds left, down by 6, and he looks at the other 10 guys and says, we're friggin' scoring. Man, and those other 10 guys, they know they're going to win that game. That's Rocky Atkinson. He's one of my favorite people on the planet, and Rocky ain't going anywhere, guys. He's going to be a regular on this First Family Show forever. Rocky is the perfect guy. Follow him after the show with this discount. You'll follow him to the back. Now, Rocky has to take off. When you're as good as him, you got other commitments. He was nice enough to stop by today. We will be. If you missed this free play, I'll give it up towards the end of the show. I said, well, Tony Mejia's Rocky. I can't thank you enough for Dionne and I for allowing us to finish up the Sports Memo TV First Family Show with you. It means a lot to us. Thank you. I love him, baby. Don't you love Rocky?
Joe, Dionne, thank you for everything. Jesse, Brandon, take care. Y'all have a great weekend.
Have a great day, Rocky. Buddy. I'll talk to you later, buddy. Guys,
Stay
I really
cool,
do.
Rocky. Stay cool.
You know, guys, Rocky and I have been very close friends for many years. We chit-chat regularly on the phone. I would call Jesse, but I don't know where he lives. They don't have phones, man. And Brandon, too, man. We do a lot of slacking, communication, Brandon, Jesse, myself. But Jesse and I, we do a lot of talking late on social media. We're on the same adult film sites.
God.
And I see him on, oh, my God, he's in that chat room again. No, I'm kidding. Jesse and I, we do a lot of chatting. Brandon and I do a lot of chit-chatting on our Slack channel. But, guys, I really do know Rocky for 20 years, and he's been a dear friend for 20 years. And as nice and as sweet and sincere he is on these shows, he's even sweeter when you know him personally. He is one of the best in the business. Having said that, I want to talk about a good friend, TB. TB, not tuberculosis, but he's killed more bookmakers than tuberculosis killed people at the turn of the century. We call him Tokyo Brandon. Man, you know, Tokyo Brandon's become a favorite of ours, and I know a favorite of everybody out there. 2021, guess what? Finished the #1 all sports profit capper at WagerTalk. You know what happened in 2022?
No.
Defended his title. You know what he did?
No.
He won it again. Let me tell you, just like Dionne said to me on our wedding night, she says, Joey, can you do it again? I came through another 1.5 times. Tokyo Brandon back-to-back, the #1 capper at the #1 website on the planet 2 years in a row. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. It's all over. That's like dropping the mic with Eminem. Just drop that friggin' mic and go. Eminem has left the building. My good friend Tokyo Brandon is one of the best cappers on the planet. And you know what? He's got the numbers to prove it. Back-to-back years, the #1 all sports profit capper on the #1 website in the business. 2 years in a row. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side at WagerTalk. He's got a free best bet. He's going to stick around for a little while. Then we're going to go to Jesse's. We're going to go to Dion's, myself, couple of announcements, get you out of here in time so you can take advantage of all the free content. Don't worry, if you missed any free games, I'll run them down at the end of the show. Tokyo Brandon, the floor is yours.
Thanks, guys, and happy to be a regular on your show, and I hope that I'm still welcome to be on your new channel as well. Hope to be contributing to that because I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Hope to see Jesse there as well. So yeah, my record's been good the last 2 years. Hope to keep that momentum going in 2023, and mostly due to baseball. And baseball is starting. The World Baseball Classic will be starting March 8th, and I will be capping that like crazy, and I can't wait for it to start. Really excited for that to begin, and also I'm going to be doing a lot of Major League Baseball as well this season, so hopefully I can keep being a guest on your show. So for today, the free play is actually in college basketball. I looked over all the matchups, and I came to a conclusion that I like Nevada here laying 9.5 against Fresno State. If you look at the numbers, Fresno State, they're 9-14, but their 9 wins are fugazi because they give up a lot more points than they score. They have a terrible offense, and they have a terrible field goal percentage, shooting only 42%, where Nevada is shooting close to 50. Nevada plays team ball. They got all the assists. They get all the rebounds. They're going to out assist and out rebound this team, where I don't think Fresno State can keep up with Nevada. So I'm happy to lay 9.5 here. Actually, I looked at the alt lines. I use Pinnacle because I'm in Japan. I would buy points down to 7, but Pinnacle only allows you to buy them up to 7.5. I'm not sure about DraftKings, but if you can buy some extra points there, you can do that as well. But my numbers, I have Nevada winning by 16. So the official play is -9.5. Take the Nevada Wolfpack.
My good buddy, Tokyo Brandon, #1 capper, all sport profits, 2021 and 2022, says, take the pack tonight, Nevada Wolfpack. It is a winner. He is a winner, and you will be too if you go to WagerTalk after the show. The best customer appreciation discounts on the planet. Sports Memo WagerTalk. Let me throw that special he's got up for the World Baseball Classic again. Guys, 12 days, $55. Use code WBC 55 upon checkout. But, you know, Brandon, too, because this discount, Schule is good over at WagerTalk as well. You know, I'm not lying. You know, we have a lot of fun, Brandon. We've got a great sense of humor. I'm a little more, you know, butt and fart jokes, and Brandon's a little more visceral with his jokes. a little drier, but he's got a great sense of humor. We have a lot of fun. But bottom line is Brandon does a lot of content. He covers a lot of sports. He covers, I don't want to say not so popular sports. That's a bad word for that. That's a bad phrase. So, he doesn't, other sports other than the 4 majors in the U.S. he covers. I want you to know. So, a Super Bowl to Super Bowl, you get every other sport Brandon covers. Brandon, tell everybody what other sports you cover, please.
I cover all the baseball leagues, MLB, Korean baseball, Japanese baseball. I'm actually doing Finnish hockey right now, the Liga in hockey. I have 3 plays out for that, and those games actually start in about 5 minutes. So I do Chinese basketball, Korean, Japanese basketball. Those are my main sports.
So for less than $100 a month, which would come down to, what does that come down to a day? Geez, Louise, less than $3 a day, right? $3 a day. You can't get a lap dance at a Boulder Highway strip club, and the girls ain't got no teeth over there. But the buffet is real good. Just kidding. You can follow the documented most profitable handicap of the last 2 years in this business for less than $3 a day, guys. Now, if you break it down that way, when I was in a sales room, I used to break down, Brandon. Because guys say, well, I can't afford that. I only bet $20 a game. Wait a minute now. If you go game by game, you'll be paying $10,000, $12,000. I'm offering you this deal, 10 cents on the dollar, a dime or $1,200. It makes sense. Now, then you tell them how much they're going to make. Guys, it doesn't matter what you make. You follow Brandon. You're going to follow him to the bank because he is a winner. I love Brandon.
I'm actually up 312% in the last 2 years. So that's tripling the bankroll in the last 2 years. So,
and guys, I want you to know, we all know that that's just by the numbers. We all know that you make money with Brandon over the first month. Let's go easy. Let's say you're a $20 bettor. Maybe you go to 25. By the end of the year, I'm not saying you'll be betting nickels and dimes, but you might be betting 50 to 100 a game by the end of the year. So honestly, the first few months of any investment are always like any business. Is always the hardest to get a return on a return.
And let me just put a comment in, like you were saying earlier. A great capper will win 54 to 58% of their games. So if you're betting minus 120 or minus 110 odds, you'll come out on top with a capper who wins 54 to 58%. And those are good cappers like you, me, and Jesse. We're winning 54 to 58% per season. So get a deal with any of us and you'll come out on top after a year.
Guys, I always talk about Sweatshirt on WagerTalk. It's not because I'm on them, but because it's true. Because honestly, guys, I got to be honest with you. If Coca-Cola paid me $5 million a year, but I'm a Pepsi drinker, Coca-Cola, but I'll be drinking Pepsi, in my own home. Having said that, WagerTalk and Sportsman went out and recruited the slate of cappers you see on their rosters. Okay, and we all want to be here. If I didn't want to be here, if Dean didn't want to be here, Jesse or Brendan, we wouldn't be on Sportsman on WagerTalk. We are here because this is a great company with the best collection company. And I'll be able to tell you something else. You're only the best batter or hitter in the major leagues when you go against the best pitchers. You can tell me you're the best batter in the Dominican League, which they always have good pitchers. I didn't mean I'll put him down, but we can have some fun with it. You can tell me you're the best quarterback in the Canadian Football League. But having said that, you're only the best when you go up against the best. So when you put up great numbers on Sportsman WagerTalk, you're putting up the best numbers in this business. Remember that. And I love this Tokyo Brandon. It's one of my favorite guys. Speaking of one of my favorite, Jesse has been one of the most reliable guys and does about the most content you'll find here at Sports Medal TV. And he was a big part of why we now have at Sports Medal TV just under 6,000 subscribers. And Jesse, by the way, is not only one of the best handicappers, he's always one of the guys. Now, listen, when you're as good as Jesse, you can say, you know what? No. Jesse's always the first one if somebody, if we have a guest that can't make it, a flat tire, a power outage, a kid with a runny nose, and they back out, Jesse's always the first one to say, I'm in. You guys don't realize this, but it's probably around midnight, maybe later. Where Jesse, what time is it by you?
It is 11:30, Joe.
11:30. So we are 15 hours behind you. But Jesse has an advantage. He knows all the outcomes of the games that will take place later today. But having said that, guys, Jesse's always the first one. It's 11:30. So his kids are in bed. All right. And his night is still going. I give him a lot of credit for all that and always being reliable. So we want to say a personal thanks to you too, Jesse, because you're a big part of why this show is so successful. We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of laughs. Jesse puts the wig on. We have jokes. We talk dirty, tongue in cheek. We have a lot of fun here. Jesse's not wearing pants. I'm not wearing pants. Sometimes we're not wearing pants together. Sometimes we're in the same room. Sometimes we're in the same room not wearing pants. No, but Jesse's always a good sport as well. So, guys, I just want you to know Jesse will continue to be on the First Family Show. Please go hit that subscribe button. Next week, we're going to give away tons of swag. We're going to go later, so Jesse will be even more tired. He might even break open a bottle of wine by the time we're on it. But we'll have some fun. But I want you to know, I want to say thank you to everybody here. Jesse and Brandon, Brandon's another guy, guys. Every time we needed somebody, I'm here. And it's laid over by him, too. He's on the other side of the planet, too.
Usually these two kick off our Mondays, and we're happy to hear them, on our last show for the, the Sports Memo TV and having them ending the show with us.
Yeah, we're honored by you guys. I want to talk about Jesse Schule. We do have a lot of fun with Jesse. He's got a great sense of humor. And Jesse and I make light of one another, my hair, his head, things like that. But having said that, guys, but Jesse is one of the best cappers on the planet, and this entire football season, we talked about how hot he was in the hottest month of the year in August, carried it over September. I think October he had one off weekend or one off week. Then he picked it right back up the following week. November, December, January. Guys, we're hitting friggin' Valentine's Day. He's still on fire. We're talking from preseason football. He's been killing it. And over the years, this isn't an anomaly for him. Over the years, he does this every friggin' year. He's one of the best cappers, and he's going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side of Sports Memo. He's got a free bus bet. Jesse, take it away, buddy.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, so far this year, 63-35. That's 64%. Positive 16,840 units. That's not bad for a start to 2023. I'm pretty happy with it. And I should remind you that how did I start off the NFL season this year? How about a perfect 10-0 run? And that was after going 9-1 in the preseason. Wow. So, yeah, if you're looking for a Super Bowl pick, come see the big guy. But for the show, I've got a soccer play for you. And now a lot of you will go to sleep, I guess. But we're going to look at a game in the English Premier League featuring Arsenal. The Gunners are in first place in the Premier League this season. They are 5 points clear of Manchester City. They have a game in hand as well. But Arsenal's coming off back-to-back losses, failing to score a goal in both of those games. They're still number 2 in the Premier League with 45 goals in 20 matches played. They're hosting Brentford on Saturday. Brentford is near the top of the table as well. They've scored 35 goals in 21 matches. The recent history between these two teams, Arsenal beat Brentford in September by a score of 3-0, and Arsenal won last February at Brentford by a score of 2-1. I think Brentford will get a goal in this game. I still think Arsenal is going to win, and for that reason, I'm going to go over 2.5 goals. And Joe, if you got time, I'd like to give out a Super Bowl prop. Is that all right? You're muted, Joe. So let me just give out the Super Bowl prop. Just put me back on the main screen. Nobody wants to listen to you anyway. We can't hear you.
We were muted. I'm sorry, guys. See, even in my house, Dionne tries to mute me all day long.
I'm sure she does.
Let's give out a Super Bowl prop in a minute. Let me go over this again.
Okay,
Hype you, and we'll go around the horn if we could.
All right.
Guys, you see what you get? You get bonus, man. This is like buying a movie, like when it comes out, you get bonus track. It's like you're buying like an adult film and they show you what they're eating at the craft service. That always made me laugh. I always talk about, we have friends that are in the, anyway, let me do this. Jesse said Arsenal Brentford over 2.5. It's minus 135. He's doing great work. 60% so far this year, Jesse?
64%.
Amazing me, guys. Super Bowl to Super Bowl, he killed it. Like I said, every year, I know, Jesse, we've been friends probably 15 years. And we talk regularly, even before we both joined Sports Memo a couple of years ago. Jesse was always a guy you could rely and depend on. He always gave great content. He's a winner. This Super Bowl, $11.99, less than $3 a day. You can't beat that. So if you tell me you bet $20 a game, guys, for the juice of one of your games, you got a documented winning capper for the last 20 years in this business. If you follow Jesse, Super Bowl, all his sports. Jesse, what sports do you contribute to over at Sports Memo?
Soccer, CFL, baseball, all baseball, that is, WNBA, XFL, NHL, NBA, college hoops, prop bets, NFL, college football. I don't know, Joe. I mean, I could go on, but if it's worth betting on, I'm betting on it.
You got to do it. Guys, I got to tell you don't need to know all the ins and outs of the sport or the players' names or what goes on in a certain sport. Guys, all you got to do is follow a documented winner like just, guys, I don't want to get into the current presidency or any other presidencies. Great leaders don't know everything. They become great leaders because they put great people around them that even question their points of view. And, it's nothing wrong with following somebody who's a winner. Guys like Jesse, Brandon, Tony, Rocky, Dionne, myself, we have the background, the savvy, the connections, but we also put the time into this. Guys, if you're just a guy that walks into a sports book or looks at your online app, wants to the Knicks, they lost 2 nights ago, they're getting so-and-so back, getting points at home, yeah, I'll take them. Fine. But if you want to make serious money, you have to follow somebody that can honestly and earnestly, consistently make you money, guys. Guys come and go. On social media, everybody's the best. Everybody's this, everybody's that. Where are they the best? Where are they the best? Guys, I'm the best basketball player on my block. I'm 53 years old with 2 bad knees and 5'6". Guys, I'm the best basketball player. I'm the champ. Where? Online, NBA 2K. Come on, man. Guys, everybody's the best. Numbers don't lie. Jesse's, Brandon's, Dionne, myself, Tony, Rocky, and the other great people at Sports Memo. So Jesse's going to.
And Joe, a good point to make there is that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. If you want to get rich quick, you can just bet the Yankees tonight to beat the Royals, and that's that. But we do this long-term, and to win long-term, it's like the stock market. So you need an expert to take expert advice to be in on the long run, like Jesse, you, Dionne, and myself. So.
Brendan, I do a lot of radio. I do a lot of TV. I'm the official guy. Like when some major TV network wants to come out and do like odds on the Oscars or odds on this or odds on that, they come to me and they ask me all the time, hey, Joe, they give us our own little time that we can promote. Hey, you can make us tons of money, right? If we follow. Well, if you got tons of money to invest, guys, if you're a $50 bettor, which is the bread and butter of this industry, don't make anybody make you feel bad because you don't bet $5,000 a game, guys. Listen to me. I'm in these casinos every day. I have been given the pseudonym the biggest daily sports bettor in Vegas because I do bet more in one game than most of these big guys you see on social media. I see a guy on social media with stacks of money on his desk. A year ago, I was driving down Tropicana. I live off of Tropicana. I drive down Tropicana. He got off the bus, and his shoe had no sole. The sole of his shoe was a sneaker. All right, guys, I'm not saying I don't badmouth other people. I really don't have to. When you're good looking, you don't have to tell people you're better looking. Brad Pitt doesn't say he's better looking than George Clooney. We know he's better looking. That's all it is. That's all it comes down to. Guys, I don't have to tell everybody I'm a bigger, better. But I bet, and I see these guys, and I got to tell you something. People ask me all the time on these shows, Brandon, and just go, well, can you make me $1 million? Yeah, if you bet $1 million, I can make you $1 million. You bet hundreds, I can make you hundreds and thousands. But I can't do so. You can't do it overnight. Let me put it this way, guys. If I had this paper, this sports page yesterday, I knew the outcome of every game, I could still only make you X amount of dollars because you only have that to bet. Guys, and I'm not going to win every single game. So having said that, guys, the betting insights you're going to get and the savvy and the intelligence and the discipline. Guys, it doesn't matter how lucky you get. Listen, off the record, I'm going to rant this our last show. I got a friend. I had a friend I worked with in an office many years ago, Jesse, Brandon. I got to tell you something. There are people that gamble, and there are gamblers. He didn't care if he had money to eat. Okay, he is the nephew of one of the most famous race and sportsbook directors in the history of Las Vegas. Okay, I worked with him. He was a mess up. That's a nice way of saying that. I watched him. This is true. I watched him take $25 at the Mirage. Say money place. The money and checks play. Money. He ran that to 20 grand at the Mirage. Went next door, ran it to 40 at Caesars. Went downtown, ran it to 80-something opinions. We'll finish up the Hard Rock. He had $127,000 in front of him. It was 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a hot July day. The drinks we were drinking, all that was coming out of us. I said, Jimmy, Give me you got 127. Come on, let's go back. I gotta go home, Jimmy. We didn't even call into work. I gotta go home. We gotta go home. That'll be fun. Jimmy, give me 100, keep 20. I got it all the way down to he used to live in the Jockey Club, which is still there. Your rent is $550 a month, and he got dry cleaning and housekeeping for it too. I said, Jimmy, just give me $6,000 for the year. You don't get to pay rent for a year. You know what that is? Call me 26 hours later. Says, Joe, would you like to buy my suite at the Caesars, the Mirage, Binion's, or the Hard Rock? Guys, it's not just the fact that you follow these guys and win. Luck, I'll take a minute's worth of luck over a lifetime of skill, but you've got to know when to be disciplined too, to step away. All right. You have an 0-2 morning on Saturday. Don't double up in the afternoon. You have a 2-0 morning on Saturday. Don't double up in the afternoon. This is gold, guys. Money management is as or more important than wins and losses. Listen, I can go 1-10 and make more money on the one game I won than the 10 games I lost. Remember that, sports fans. Guys, these are all tidbits and gems you're getting. This is important. Having said that, I want to talk about my wife real quick. I love Dionne. We know I love Dionne. I know when the show first started, some guys didn't get that we fawn over each other. But you know what, man? It's my show. I'm the host. I'm long-winded. So F it. I'll do what I say. Even the powers that be, says, all that fawning and kiss. You know what, man? It's me. It'll work. People got along. They understood. But guys, having said that, listen, I love my wife for a million reasons. Nobody can take me for more than 20 minutes, let alone 22 years. She's been with me 20 years. She's loyal. She's loving. She's also one of the sharpest, brightest, and smartest people I've ever met. And I will tell you, a few years ago when I told her, do this documented, man, you can make money. People follow you. Well, and meanwhile, since she became a professional documented capper, she has not missed a leaderboard in any sport she's contributed to. No, I don't do tons of totals. She does. Best college basketball capper in totals I've ever seen. Best baseball total capper. Best NHL totals capper I've ever seen. Better than me. But I don't do lots of totals. But I want you to know, I don't do lots of totals. I stick with what I know. She does it. She's great. All over every leaderboard she contributes to. She's one of the best cappers ever. But I want to tell you something else. While I take him on, it's been an honor to share the first family show with you. Because you are the reason why this is a family.
Thank you.
You are the reason why I get up in the morning, why I stay awake late at night sometimes, because pain in my ass, but I love her more than anything. Having said that, she's one of the best cappers on the planet. Okay? She's going to tell you what you can expect from her on the premium side of Sports Memo. She's got a free best bet. Dionne, take it away.
Yeah, so if anybody is looking to put money in their pocket this weekend, then I have the games just for you. I am riding a 4-game win streak in hockey right now, and today I have my 67% NHL total of the week. I also do have my NCAA basketball best bet right now, and to me, this is by far the best bet on the college basketball card. So you can get both of them right now over at Sports Memo for just $10 each. I also will have all of my Super Bowl picks, the side, total, props, all that good stuff, lumped into one package. You can get that later on this afternoon, and it'll be in a single package for a very low discounted price. And guys, like I said before, I will say it again. It doesn't have to be a major conference for us to have an advantage and make money in. Today's free play is going to go ahead and take place in the Horizon League as the top team, Youngstown State, travels to the Allen County Country War Memorial Coliseum to take on a conference lower tier opponent, Purdue Fort Wayne. Overall, the Penguins own a very respectable 19-6 record, winning their last 4 games coming into tonight's matchup. They sit atop the conference at 11-3 in the Horizon League play. They're also the best road team in the Horizon, going 7-4 straight up as a visitor this season. Since the new year began, this team has taken their play to another level, winning 9 of 10 contests straight up and 7 of those 10 against the spread. I look for them to come out here with something to prove and gain a little payback in the process. The Mastodons, they have had their way in this rivalry, taking 3 consecutive meetings, both straight up and against the spread. This does include a December 31st away victory, 76-71. Now, guys, the opposite has happened for the IPFW since 2023 began, as they have started to stumble. They have split out their last 10 games straight up, only covering 2 of those 10 outings. They have also failed to cover the last 4 games played at home and are significantly outclassed here. You may not realize this, but Youngstown State ranks in the top 10 in just about every major offensive category, including scoring, where they average 83.6 points per game. There's no way the Mastodons can contend with the starting 5 of the Penguins, which possess 4 players all averaging between 13 and 17 points per game. I'm sorry, got a little tickle in my throat. And by the way, when it comes to road games, Y-State is also getting us bettors paid, covering 5 of their last 6 as a visitor. So I'm going to go ahead and take Youngstown State Penguins minus the 4 in this matchup tonight.
First Lady of Las Vegas, your favorite panelist, my favorite panelist. She also the only one that lets me feel her leg while the show is on. Just take Youngstown State Penguins minus 4. It is the winner. You know, we've got this discount, 7 days, $49 for Dionne or Joe. We'll talk about me in a minute because you know I'm bashful. Bowl 7 gets $49. Dionne, what sports are you doing right now, honey?
Right now I am doing pro and college basketball. I have NFL, hockey, and then once baseball starts, I will be doing that. WNBA is coming up soon, so we'll go ahead and get into that.
Jeez,
yeah, so
football, you do pro and college basketball, baseball.
Yes,
you'll do WNBA, hockey. So 5 sports you'll get from Dionne shortly.
College football. When
and honestly, guys, Super Bowl, all access, $11.99. Follow Dionne. You need any more proof that she's a winner? She married me. I love her. You love her. Guys, let me go into what I've got going on tonight, and I am excited. I really am. It is our last show. I know I'm a little crude and abrasive on the surface, but I'm very sentimental. I'm getting choked up through the whole show. I think Rocky got a little choked up. Even Tony did.
It's bittersweet.
It's bittersweet. Well, but you know what? We're not going anywhere, and God knows what's going to happen on which sports. Well, as far as doing more and new stuff, because them and WagerTalk, they're the most cutting edge websites in this business or brands in this business. So we don't ever know what new stuff they're going to bring us. And I got to tell you, every time Johnny Detroit or somebody from the office tells me, "Hey, we got this new," boom, and you're like, "Oh my God, it's great stuff." So I want you to know we're not going anywhere. We're very happy here. As far as I'm concerned, my good friends, I am excited about this. The last 2 nights, my college basketball is heated up. Today, we burned the books together as I have my NCAA Basketball Horizon League Game of the Week. My college basketball games of the week are on a 6-1 run. Get on this winner, scorch your book today. I think I posted for like $7. My friends, I've also won 4 straight NCAA Basketball high roller releases, including both over the last 2 days. 2 nights ago, God bless you, Haas, you crushed by 19 points Wednesday evening. Northwestern won outright last night as another high roller play. Well, folks, get ready. Make even more money as you become a high roller today with my high roller game of the month. Overall, my HR releases, 36-17 run. Today's play is so strong, I released it as a 5% play. Let me get that banner up. Thanks for your help, honey. I got it. Get both of these games. Go into the weekend with a bankroll. But I put up the thing. I'll give you out my free play in a second. With a bankroll, guys, I will tell you this. The best big game capper on the planet, which is another moniker I've been given by these wonderful peers in the business. I haven't lost too many Super Bowls. Now, I haven't always loved the Super Bowl, but I haven't lost too many. Okay? I do say that sometimes. You'll know, guys. I do like the Super Bowl. I will have the winning Super Bowl side and the winning Super Bowl total each available within a few hours. So my guess is we're going to run some errands, be up by 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. The line is where it's going to be. Now, guys, a lot of local money, I'm talking about Vegas-based money, will come in this weekend. Will come in Saturday, Sunday. People are coming into town just to watch the Super Bowl. So you can see a lot of money. These lines might change a little bit. I'm going to tell you right now, I will have a side. I will have a total. I really like both. And in each, you'll get the same amount, 6, 7, 8, 9 props that I really, really, really feel will bring us value and will bring us a return on our investment. So that will all be up this afternoon. Having said that, you guys, I love you guys. For my free play today, I want to talk about 2 teams that this season would end today, would both be in the playoffs. Both the Milwaukee Bucks and the Los Angeles Clippers are very solid teams. I also expect both to improve following the trade deadline. Milwaukee sent Nwora, Hill, Ibaka, all packing. They picked up a good shooter and defender in Crowder. LA, they bolstered their roster as well. They added Gordon, Plumlee, Highland. They did dismiss Wall, Jackson, and Kennard. They got some good shooters and strengthened their bench too, my friends. Guys, as of this show, now, these guys aren't playing tonight. But I always have to throw a disclaimer out there because I think we've all learned that in the NBA, especially this season, anything could happen. I would bet almost my last dollar that none of these guys are playing tonight. I don't even know if they passed physicals yet. I don't know anything as of this morning, all right? We spent from 1 a.m. to 8 a.m. prepping for the show and getting games up, and then we're doing the show. But having said that, I put that phrase out there in the disclaimer because I want you guys to know anything could happen. I don't want you to, Joe said they weren't playing. I don't think they're going to play. I doubt it. Having said that, the Clippers, guys, without Leonard and Wall, they're existing stars. This is a team that struggled a bit lately. They split out their last 6 contests, winning both straight up and against the spread. Meanwhile, the hottest team in the league, certainly the Milwaukee Bucks. They're riding a 9-game straight up hot streak, covering 6 of those 9, including 3 straight. The Bucks took the only other meeting this season over the Clippers about 8 days ago, I believe. Don't quote me on that. 106-105, my friends. I've been doing this a long time, and I seriously don't understand why the odds makers have made Milwaukee a dog here. I think they should be at least 1, possibly a 2-point favorite. And I mean, let's face it, they're better offensively. Recently, their defense has tightened up quite a bit, and without question, the better rebounding core. By the way, they've also covered 6 of the last 7 on 0 days rest, and the last 4 straight on the road. Take the points of the Bucks. Take your bookmakers' money. Now, I haven't checked lines since we're on the air. If it went, I would take it, even if they were a point favorite. Went to a point after, that changes things for me. I think they went outright, and I want to get backdoored by half a point. That changes things, but take that play tonight. I got a 5% play, just $12. Guys, let me bring everybody on. Couple of things. Guys, let's do this real quick. Super Bowl is Sunday, last show. We'll be out of here in about 5 minutes, guys. I'll tell you that. We'll run down all the free plays, even the ones from Rocky and Tony. They had to leave. They had other commitments. We'll run down those plays. Another thing about subscribing and all that. And then I want to thank everybody again. But having said that, guys, the Super Bowl is Sunday, obviously. Let's do this. Let's throw it out there. We've done it every day this week. Let's see if any of our panelists. I really didn't prep them on this, and I didn't even prep it. But let's see if they got any free Super Bowl props for you. Then we will run down all the free plays from today. Jesse, any Super Bowl props you want to talk about?
You better believe it. Yeah, no, I've got a sneaky Super Bowl prop that I really like that you're not going to like if you're a Kansas City fan, but this is what I got for you. The player to lead the playoffs in passing yards, and the odds are Patrick Mahomes minus 1,400. And he is currently sitting on 521 passing yards. And then you got Joe Burrow at plus 800, and he's got a 200-yard lead sitting at 721 passing yards. Of course, you got to think Mahomes is going to throw for 200 yards in the Super Bowl, so poor Burrow, right? Well, maybe not. Mahomes only threw for 195 yards against the Jaguars in a win. He's facing a Philly team that has the best pass rush in football. He does have a high ankle sprain that he's recovering from. If something happens to him, if he gets a hit, or if he just gets sacked and just doesn't have a great game, getting the 8-1 odds on Burrow to hang on to that lead, I think that's well worth a shot. So that's my free pick, is Joe Burrow to lead the NFL in passing yards in the playoffs, plus 800.
You got to love that. What does Mahomes need right now, Jesse?
He needs 201 yards to pass him.
Okay. Great stuff from Jesse Schule, guys. I want to go Tokyo Brandon. Anything as far as the Super Bowl prop for our viewers?
Yeah, I'm going actually right against what Jesse just said. I think.
I bet you're not getting plus 800 then.
Yeah, no, not plus 800. It's more like minus 110. But I think Philadelphia is going to shut down the run game here. And I think Mahomes, he's played good defenses like the 49ers, and what he did against them, he exploded. And I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be relegated to passing the entire games. And it was 290.5. So I'm on the over 290.5 for Mahomes passing yards. Opposite of Jesse.
My good friend Tokyo Brandon, guys. Dionne, do you want to chime in at all about this?
I looked at a bunch, and I've given one out every day this week. There's so many different good
want me
ones.
to go first?
Yeah, you go first, because
just like the bedroom, I got to go first.
I have to remember what I already gave everybody out this week.
Well, guys, let me go this. We'll wait on the first lady for a second, because all us guys wait on our ladies all the time. Anyway. I did think, let me give out a couple real quick. Both teams to have the lead in the first half is plus 140. I kind of like that.
I gave that one out.
Like the first few rounds of a title fight, they're going to be feeling each other out. Some things work, some things won't.
I agree with you.
I do think.
One.
Listen, guys, this is plus 270 on this next one. Will there be a lead change in the fourth quarter? I think the game is going to be a tight game. I think it's going to come down. I don't want to give it away because I'm going to give away the team I like. I think it will be a tight game. At plus 270, will there be a lead change in the fourth quarter? I absolutely love. This is probably one of my favorite props. Will the game be tied after 0-0? It's minus $1.10.
That one there is a favorite. That one seems to.
I'm going to give a bunch out.
That one seems to make it into my prop section like every year.
Let me bring everybody up. There's a couple more. Largest lead of the game. I my opinion, think it's going to be a tight game. Now, I'm not telling you who I like or if I'm putting one team out on the money line on the side, but I will tell you, largest lead of the game, under 14.5 points, minus 130. I don't think you see any blowouts here. I really don't. Here's something I talked about. Now, I don't say bet all three of these, but I think it's going to be a 1, 2, or 3 point game. I'm not telling you who I like or if I got the favorite on the money line or taking the dog plus the point. But I will tell you this. Will the game be decided by 1 point? It's plus 1,500. Will the game be decided by 2 points plus 1,300? Will the game be decided by 3 points plus 450? I might throw a few bucks on each one of those, see if one comes in. Here's something I do pretty well with Jesse, Brandon, Dionne. Will there be a defensive or special teams touchdown? You got one guy, we got one quarterback who's making his Super Bowl debut. You got Jalen Hurts, obviously, and then also the Eagles defense, which is one of the best in the league at snagging turnovers. So plus 270, in my opinion, brings us some value. Mahomes, guys, there's nothing wrong with his leg. Trust me. Even if he comes out gimping in the first quarter, it's all a ploy. We know he's going to be great. Will he have over 10.5 rushing yards? Absolutely. Absolutely. Running from your wife, running for your life. Public enemy. Will his largest rush be over 6.5? I think so. I'm just going to go through. Kelsey, the most valuable guy to the Kansas City offense. Trust me, I'm not taking anything from Mahomes, but like Gronk was to Brady, Cooper Kupp is in the Rams. I'm going to tell you right now, the most valuable player to the offense is Kelsey. I think he's going to have over 6.5 receptions. I think he's going to get a touchdown. Both of those you get good money on. There's a couple of others over here.
The Kelsey touchdown is the one that I gave out yesterday on the.
Here's an interesting one, guys. I'll get out of here quick, but a number of different Chiefs to have a pass reception. They had like 10 or 11 guys have a pass reception in the last playoff game. 8.5 is right on a tough number, but you never know. Plus, their coach likes to pull out a couple of tricks.
Yeah,
there.
They use 3 running backs too. Yeah. And, I think Hardman's out, but still, I mean, the running backs they use, tight end, they might even throw to a backup tight end. I mean, 8 receivers should cash that. And I love the 14.5 point maximum lead under. That's great. That's a great play too.
Great stuff. Dan, do you have anything for everybody out there, baby?
No, you pretty much covered a lot of the good ones that I was looking at.
I sucked the life right out of the Jesse. All right, Jesse said Burrow run. Now, well, let me get some comments from our viewers real quick. Then we're gonna get today's free plays out, and we're gonna say a few thank yous again. We're gonna get out of here. Let me get some comments, guys. To the best viewers in the business, everybody go tune into the First Family of Vegas, 1SD Family of Vegas YouTube channel. Subscribe now. Next week, we're giving away tons of Super Bowl red shirts, hats, even some signed autographs. We've got, let me see what we got here. Joe, you are the sexiest guy. Oh, my God. Oh, that's from Jesse. Sorry. Working harder than a rookie adult film star. Joey V, we love you. Thank you for everything. Vince Vegas, that's why he loves us, man. He loves us. And he loves us and the First Lady and Joe and all our guests. Thank you. Jesse, what about this? This is for you. Jesse said, Burrow, what now? What does that mean? Vince?
Maybe he didn't understand the bet. Burrow's already sitting at 721 yards in the 2 games that he's played. He threw for a ton of yards in both of them.
Yeah, it's yards
Mahomes
in playoffs.
is 200 yards behind him, and we're betting on the quarterback to lead the playoffs in passing yards. And as I said, of course, everybody thinks Mahomes is going to get over 200 yards, including me. I think Mahomes is going to get. But if you're going to give me 8-1 that he doesn't, and he's playing such a tough defense, and he's still got a lingering ankle issue, which I agree with Joe is probably not going to be a problem. That's until Hassan Reddick sits on him, and maybe then it's a problem. But so we'll see, right? At 8-1, I'm willing to take that shot.
Now, guys, I want you to know something about these props too. A lot, there's your last chance to bet football. The NFL, till August. And I will tell you this, look at value. Brandon said something earlier. If you want to win, bet the Yankees. But you know what, guys? The odds makers know the Yankees. I'm using them as an example. You're rarely going to see them not a 170, 180 or better than $2 to $3 favorite, unless they're playing one of the other contenders and they're on the damn road. All right, I will tell you that. Having said that, even if the Yankees win 105 regular season games, right? And they lose, 57 then, right? Guys, just to let you know, you're still not going to make money with them. So you look at value. Look at when betting the Yankees gives you value. Having said that, this 8-1 is good. Like I said, you look at things that give you value. Listen, have some fun. But if you're let's use $100 better, bet 20 props at $5 a prop, just to have some fun, some talking slack with the other guys at your Super Bowl party and whatnot. But bet a few, not 1,000 of them. Bet a few that you feel brings you real value. And that 8-1 you can't beat. Guys, I will tell you, I'm not going to lie to you. A couple of weeks ago, I was in a local sports book betting the games for the day, and I had that, and I was offered 12.5 to 1 on the Bengals to win the Super Bowl. They got eliminated. I get it, but I bet it a couple of times. I bet it for a dime's worth. I had to bet it 5 times at 200, so I didn't move the freaking line. But I did bet it. Always give you value. Always value. If a line doesn't give you value, stay the hell away from it. Be careful when you buy numbers up and down, because after a while that becomes costly. We're going to go over this First Family Show next week. Having said all that, guys, we're going to run down all the free plays. Then we got a couple of discounts. We've got a couple of thank yous. Get on out here, guys. Free play from my good friend Tony Mejia. WagerTalk, leaderboard fixture. So the Hornets tonight plus the 10. Rocky Atkinson, the Southern Assassin, one of the most successful NFL cappers in the business. NASCAR starting pretty soon. Guys, you got to go follow Rocky. Air Force Falcons plus 6 to 20 points. Jesse, what do you have for everybody today?
Over 2.5 in Arsenal versus Brentford in the Premier League Saturday.
Tokyo, Brandon?
Nevada Wolfpack minus 9.5 against Fresno.
Just to remind you guys, Tokyo, Brandon, World Baseball Classic. All access, 12 days, $55. Use code WBC55. Dean, I'll tell you about that again in a minute. Yep. Dean, what do you have for everybody today, darling?
I'm going with the Penguins minus the 4 in college basketball tonight.
Guys, follow her. She's a winner. And your sexy and savory host says the Bucks plus the 2.5 right now. If the line moves while we're on the air, forgive me, I like them even to a -1. Anything over that, buy it down. But then it would have made it as a premium play for me. I have a 5% play tonight, $12. How about closing thoughts and comments from Jesse, then Brandon, and then Dionne, then myself, and then we're going to say goodbye. Jesse?
Closing thoughts. Good luck in the Super Bowl. Bet responsibly. It's a big game. Doesn't mean you have to bet big on the big game.
Gotta love Jesse. Brandon, closing thoughts or comments?
Love being on the show with you guys. I love being on here with Dionne and I guess Joe too. And so thanks for having me on, and I hope to be on as a regular guest on your new channel.
Absolutely, you'll be. I told you it's like the mob. It's only one way leaving, and we don't want to kill you. We love you.
Swimming with the fishes.
Swimming with the fish. The fish. Yeah, would you like to say any closing thoughts or comments before we run down discounts? Say some thank yous and get on out of here.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to all of our loyal followers that have been following us since day one. It means the world to us, but we're not going anywhere, so you can still tune in and join us every week, every day, starting next week, starting Monday. We're not going anywhere, but it is a little bittersweet.
I thought she was a tough girl.
She is a tough girl. So I'm a tough guy. I cry at Kleenex commercials, guys. I got to tell you. No, it is, It is. I mean, goodbye, no matter what it is, it's tough. We're sentiment. We cry. I'm a crier.
And I know that, these guys aren't going anywhere. I'm happy that you guys were here with us, from the beginning. It made things so much more easier for us. Having you guys along the ride, alongside with us for the ride. It wouldn't have been the same without you guys. And I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart from always showing up and giving your all every day, every morning, bright and early, with us to make this show a success. And I truly look forward to spending the rest of the time doing the shows with you starting next week on a new channel. And I love you guys.
We love you. We might even do some shows outdoor or on locations. That's down the road. But having said that, I want to thank all the guys that contributed here from WagerTalk and Sports Memo, all our good people, all the powers that be in WagerTalk. We're not going anywhere. We are Sports Memo, WagerTalk cappers forever, guys. Let me tell you something. Before they get rid of me, I'll buy the friggin' company. No, I'm kidding. We aren't going anywhere. You're going to continue to see us forever. I want to say thank you to the powers that be at WagerTalk and Sports Memo for making the show available. I want to thank all the panelists, Jesse and Brandon from my heart. I love you guys. We love you. We're not just saying it, but we love you guys with all of our hearts. Guys, what I love with all my heart. I hate with all my heart. I'm not Jesus. I'm not Gandhi. I'm not the Dalai Lama. Yes, I do hate some things and some people on this planet. But I will tell you, I could never hide it from you guys. I know I rant and I rave and I sucked the wind out, but you guys put up with me. So to everybody, to the Detroit office, we love you. Thank you very much for the first family. And guys, you're going to see these guys around. They might even help us with some things on our YouTube channel. I want to thank all of you out there. I know I'm a hard pill to swallow, but I like doing this because you put your trust in me. Now, guys, they always say the most successful guy has got, you got one type of people that say the most successful people that are surrounded by loving people. The other one who's got the most money. Well, I got a ton of money, but I also have Dionne. I got my good friends. I got the great people at WagerTalk and Sports Phone, the best support staff in the Detroit office. We love you guys, but I've got you guys. And you know what, man? I got a lot of friggin' money. And I've been up and I've down. I've eaten ramen noodles. I've eaten in places where I bought in restaurants where I bought $12,000, $15,000 bottles of wine for the night, bought a bunch of them. I will tell you this. The fact that you guys put your trust in me means the friggin' world to me. So I took off my glasses and you saw the bags under my eyes. I want to thank all of you out there. So having said all that, Dionne's going to take us out of here. One more time, guys, be sure to go to the First Family of Vegas, 1ST Family of Vegas, here on YouTube. Subscribe. Every day, your favorite cappers. We're going to have famous celebrities, ex-athletes. Not every single day. I don't want to overwhelm you with that. It's still a betting show. Your favorite. We are going to have some columnists, some cappers that you know from social media, from around the planet. Big names are going to come on. And guys, if you want to start and come on the show, hit me up on social media. If you're sincere and really want to start, I don't mind helping somebody out and giving them a chance. God knows I've helped a lot of guys that are now some of the biggest names in this industry. So I just want you guys to know I love you all with all of my heart. And thank you. Dionne, discounts, take us out of here.
Yeah, so we still have that special going on right now where you can get Super Bowl to Super Bowl at Sports Memo and WagerTalk for just $11.99. Comes down to less than $100 a month. And also myself and Joe have that amazing discount going on right now where you can get a 7-day all sports, all access. All you have to do is use code BULL7 upon checkout, and that'll get you 7 days all sports for just $49 from either one of us. And then Brandon also does have the World Classic, the World Baseball Classic All Access, 12 days. All you have to do is use code WBC55, and that costs you only $55. And also make sure that you follow all of these amazing guests that we have had on the First Family Show for the year, and along with myself and Joe. And on behalf of Sports Memo, WagerTalk, Rocky, who else do we have? Tony, Jesse, Brandon, and us. This is the First Family of Vegas.
And I love you. Guys, everybody out there, good luck. We'll see you next week and have a winning day.